Warning, we're going to be talking about a sensitive topic today. Viewer discretion is advised. A lot of you know this episode of the Powerpuff Girls because this is the episode that the Powerpuff Girls broke into the jail just to jump Mojo Jojo. But just about everyone missed that this video was actually about addiction. Let's just start at the beginning. Welcome to the city of Townsville, and y'all know how this goes by now. It's under attack by another giant monster. But this monster was freaked out. Thing was putting his tongue through the window and just letting it dangle in the office with the spit dripping.
Oh my God! What is that?
Then when it got to the mayor's office, it starts licking on the office building like it's trying to start something.
Frog! You a freaky frog!
And guess what? It has the mayor in its clutches. So the girls show up and beat the monster. But this time, instead of telling the girls bye and have a nice day, the mayor decides to give them candy. Something that the professor says they are not supposed to have. So instead of obeying what the professor said, the girls eat the candy. Now, I don't know if this was their first time having candy, but the girls start to experience what I like to call euphoria, which is what most addicts get from their first high. Now, I'm not just talking about substances, because honestly, you can get addicted to a lot of things. But most of the time, just like the girls and this candy, it starts with that very first high, which eventually leads us to... So literally right after the girls have that first hit of candy, they go home and all they can think about is the hotline ringing so they can save the day and get more candy. But the hotline just isn't ringing. Now, when you think about chasing a high, it all starts when the person starts yearning for it. Case in point, the girls were in the room daydreaming about wanting more candy. Bubbles was sitting there drawing and imagining all the circles on her paper as candy. Buttercup was looking out the window and all of the trees started to turn into candy. She literally could see the lollipop forest. And Blossom was so damn bad that she imagined her own super round head as a piece of candy. Which brings me to the ugly side of addiction. Literally doing anything just to get a chance to experience the high again. And what the girls do next is just that. Because later that night, they met Mojo Jojo in a dark alley and set up a deal with him. He destroys Townsville, they take him down and get candy, and once they get their candy, they go and bail him out of jail. Now I gotta say, this was when the girls were on a very ugly slope. Just think about it. They made a deal with a villain just to put innocent lives in danger over and over again, just so they could get their fix and then bail him out for another fix. This is what we call chasing a high. The willingness to do anything, even hurt people that you care about, just to satisfy the craving that whatever you're addicted to brings. But eventually, everyone hits a phase where it can start changing their mood at the drop of a hat. And that phase is... So the girls have been doing this little cycle. Mojo tearing the city up, they stop Mojo, get candy, and then break him out. But on this day, this is where it gets wicked. Because today, the crime that Mojo committed was that he stole the candy from the mayor's office. And this sets the girls off to the point that they start going off on the mayor. The way Bubbles got in that man's face, you would think that she was about to beat him how she did that dog. They had that man crying in his office and didn't care not one bit about them feelings. So what the girls do next is what all y'all have probably been waiting on. They break into jail and Mojo is chilling in the bed, eating the candy in their face. Now, mind you, there are some raging addicts for this candy, and he just sitting there eating it in their face, smiling and monologuing. Y'all,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And the cherry on top is Blossom tells him that he's a bad monkey. And you know what Mojo does? Mojo, not knowing how much danger he's actually in, crosses his legs, smiles, and says he knows.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
And what happens next is what happens when someone starts going through withdrawals. They crash out. because the girls make Mojo touch every wall in that jail cell. They break his helmet, knock some teeth out, and then when they hit him on the floor, the worst part happens because Buttercup is just standing over him. And look at Mojo's face. Mojo is scared for his life, and Buttercup is over there telling him, yeah, you want some more of that candy, right? And as she says this, Mojo is just scared for his life, shaking his head. But what he doesn't know is he is now at the mercy of Buttercup, because no matter what he tells her, Buttercup is about to beat the life out of him. And as Mojo is telling Buttercup that he's good, Buttercup takes her foot and puts it in the monkey's mouth.
Oh my God.
Y'all, they beat him so bad that he was sitting there begging for his mama with his brain leaking out of that busted helmet. And as he was crying for his life after getting beaten asleep, Blossom and them finally realized that the candy made them into something that they weren't. And that is one of the worst parts about addiction. They hurt the city, the mayor, and almost killed Mojo Jojo. And in reality, sometimes you don't realize that what you're addicted to is causing you to hurt everyone around you. So they go back to the mayor's office, and as they apologize to the mayor gives them more goddamn candy. And they eat the rest of the jar over Mojo's half-dead body. I don't know if they learned a lesson in this, but I do know they beat Mojo ass. Now, while YouTube thinks you'll like this video, if you or someone you love suffers from addiction of any kind, call or text the number on the screen. And don't forget, stay swiggy, baby.